Hello, and welcome to the Safe Food Transport webinar for Prepared Food Rescue. My name is Diane Wirtz, and I am the Food Rescue Emerging Streams Developer at Second Harvest Heartland. There are 4 objectives to this webinar. First is to describe and define prepared food rescue. We'll also communicate the importance of following safe food transport guidance for prepared food. We will outline the process for safe food transport and list the necessary tools and equipment. And lastly, we'll provide sources of additional resources and information. First of all, let's talk about what prepared food rescue is. Prepared Food Rescue is the newest food stream available to meal and snack program partners who have a certified food manager on staff. Donations can consist of frozen or chilled prepared foods that are ready to reheat, raw ingredients, and close-dated perishable and non-perishable products. Donors include caterers, restaurants, special event centers, and corporate and campus cafeterias. There are 2 main reasons why safe transport is important for prepared food. Our first priority is to maintain food safety and protect the health of the clients we serve. As you know, many of our clients are at a higher risk of foodborne illness because of undernourishment, stress, or illness. Also, we need to ensure compliance with Feeding America and the Second Harvest Heartland Partnership Agreement. Food bank members and their representative agency partners are required to follow Retail and Hospitality Program operations guidelines. Our work in the hunger relief sector is guided by the Bill Emerson Good Samaritan Act. This act ensures that agency partners and Second Harvest are protected from potential liability were someone to become ill from eating food we provided if we are acting in good faith. Good faith means that we are being proactive in managing recalls, meeting standard food safety practices, and ensuring that volunteers and staff are trained in food safety. Food safety is the responsibility of both the donor and the collecting agency. We give donors specific guidance to ensure the food you collect is safe. First, we ask that they only donate food that has been under their staff's supervision. This means that buffet items or other food that has been set before the public is not suitable for donation. Foods cannot be collected or transported while hot, so we ask that donors properly chill and store any cooked food. And lastly, donated food must be packaged and labeled properly. Any foods not in the original retail packaging needs a food rescue label that includes the standard allergen statement. You can see here a sample of the labels we provide to donors. Examples of foods that need this label would be pans of prepared food or containers of prepped raw ingredients. Here's an overview of how transporting prepared food should look and how it happens safely. When collecting prepared food, check and log the temperature of the food before loading it into your vehicle. Then transport the food safely using one of 2 methods. If you are traveling fewer than 30 minutes, you can use freezer blankets or coolers with ice packs. If you are traveling longer than 30 minutes, you will need to transport the food in a refrigerated truck. After unloading the food at your program location, check and log the temperatures again. In order to transport food safely, we are all required to use either a passive or active temperature control device. If you are traveling fewer than 30 minutes, a passive temperature control device, such as a freezer blanket or a cooler with ice packs, is required. Many times we get questions about this requirement. Agency partners want to know if this is required, even if they are only traveling a few blocks if it is the middle of winter, or if they are keeping the vehicle cool with AC. In all of these cases, a freezer blanket or cooler is still required to keep the food cold in case of an unexpected event, such as a traffic jam, vehicle breakdown, or other delay in transporting the food. If you are traveling more than 30 minutes, an active temperature control is required, such as a refrigerated truck. The recommended process for temping prepared food is to use an infrared temp gun. It is required that you check temperatures both at the donor site and when returning to your program location. We ask that you check the temperature of one sample of each type of item. For example, if you receive 10 pans of pulled pork, you only need to temp one of the pans because you can assume they were all stored in the same manner. If food is wrapped in plastic, pull the plastic tightly so that the infrared beam does not reflect. And when possible, temp the surface of the food directly. After taking temperatures at both collection and delivery at your site, you will need to log the temperatures. Here is an example of the temp log we recommend you use. It is important to fill out all the information for each prepared food collection. Please save temperature logs for 1 year, as your account specialist will ask to see them during your regular monitoring visit. And this temp log template is available for download from Agency Zone. So here is a chart outlining safe temperatures for perishable items and how to handle product that is out of temp. We've broken it down into 2 categories, frozen and refrigerated products. Let's start with frozen items. If frozen foods are below 32 degrees, they are safe for collection, and if transported correctly, should still be below 32 degrees when you get back to your program location. Store the foods appropriately and use within safe food guidelines. If frozen foods are between 32 and 41 degrees, they are likely in a partially thawed state. Please check the foods carefully for quality. If they meet your standards, transport them safely and temp and evaluate them again when you get back to your kitchen. If they do not meet your standards at the donor, please decline that item. If the food doesn't meet your standards when you get back to your kitchen, please dispose of the product. If it does meet your quality standards, refrigerate the item and use it within 48 hours. Do not refreeze. If any frozen or refrigerated items are above 41 degrees at the donor site, do not accept those items. If any items are above 41 degrees when you arrive at your kitchen, dispose of the product. When collecting refrigerated product, any foods under 41 degrees are safe for collection and use. If you are in doubt about any food item, temperature, or quality, please decline that portion of the donation or dispose of the item. It is always best to err on the side of caution. If you dispose of an item at any point in the process, please note that under the action column on the temp log. And please let food rescue staff know if you have to decline any item at the donor because it is out of temperature or does not meet your quality standards. It is our job to work with the donors to make sure they are only donating food that is safe and wholesome to serve to your clients. We have made additional resources and information available for you. The food rescue page on Agency Zone has food safety resources, including temp logs, templates, food temp and quality charts, recorded webinars, and the Food Keeper Guide. Food safety equipment is available through a few different avenues. Freezer blankets are available in 2 sizes to order on Agency Express. Infrared thermometers are available from thermoworks.com. Of course, these items, along with coolers and ice packs, are available from retailers like Target or Walmart. So that's it. We've completed the training for safely transporting prepared food rescue. If you have any questions or feedback, please reach out to the food rescue staff. And don't forget to fill out the form verifying you have completed this training. You should have received it via email, or a link to it is available on Agency Zone. Thank you.